Let me ask you a question. What if the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is you? What if the success, the wealth, the impact you were created for is already within reach, but your beliefs are keeping you locked in chains? See, most people don't fail because they lack talent. They don't fail because they're not smart enough, not strong enough, or not capable enough. They fail because they have allowed the wrong beliefs to dictate their destiny. Every single outcome in your life, your finances, relationships, health, and success, is a direct reflection of what you believe. Your beliefs are the foundation upon which your entire reality is built. They are the lens through which you interpret the world, the filter that determines what you accept as possible or impossible. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, every decision you make is influenced by what you believe to be true about yourself and your circumstance. If you believe the world is full of opportunities, you will see them everywhere. If you believe life is a constant struggle, you will unconsciously create situations that confirm that belief. The mind is powerful, but it is also programmable. From childhood, you have been absorbing beliefs from your family, culture, society, and personal experiences. Some of these beliefs serve you while others limit you. If you were told that success is only for certain people or that money is hard to earn, those ideas may have taken root in your subconscious and shaped the way you behave. Even if you consciously desire success, deep down, if you believe you are not capable or deserving of it, your actions will reflect that belief. You might procrastinate, hesitate, or sabotage opportunities without even realizing why. Your beliefs act as a thermostat for your life. Just like a thermostat controls the temperature in a room, your beliefs regulate the level of success, happiness, and abundance you allow yourself to experience. If your belief system is set to struggle, then no matter how much effort you put in, something will always pull you back down to that level. But if your belief system is set to abundance, then even when challenges arise, you will find a way to rise above them. The way you see yourself determines what you pursue, what you tolerate, and what you walk away from. Most people live their entire lives unaware that their beliefs are dictating their outcomes. They think circumstances are responsible for where they are, but in reality, it is their internal programming. If you see yourself as someone who always has bad luck, you will unknowingly make choices that reinforce that identity. If you believe relationships never work out for you, you will attract situations that prove that belief right. Your mind seeks to confirm what it already believes. And this is why so many people stay stuck in the same patterns year after year. The good news is that beliefs are not set in stone. Just as they were formed, they can also be replaced. But it requires awareness and intentional effort. You must first recognize the beliefs that are shaping your reality, then challenge them. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it serving me? Is there evidence that contradicts it? When you start questioning the beliefs you have accepted as truth, you begin to break their hold over you. The moment you see that a belief is just a thought you have repeated over time, you gain the power to replace it with a new, empowering one. People who achieve extraordinary success do not necessarily start with better resources, connections, or intelligence. They start with a different mindset. They believe they are capable. They believe success is inevitable. They believe challenges are stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Because of this, they approach life with a different energy, a different level of persistence, and a different level of confidence. When they fail, they don't see it as proof that they are not good enough. They see it as feedback and adjust their approach. Their belief system is wired for growth, and as a result, their actions follow suit. The way you think about yourself and your abilities determines the level of effort you put into anything. If you believe something is possible for you, you will work toward it relentlessly. But if you secretly believe you are not good enough, you will hold yourself back, hesitate, or give up at the first sign of resistance. This is why two people with the same skills and opportunities can have completely different results. One believes they will succeed, while the other doubts themselves. Your mind is always working to align your actions with your core beliefs, whether those beliefs are empowering or limiting. Everything you want is on the other side of a belief shift. When you stop seeing yourself as someone who struggles and start seeing yourself as someone who thrives, your decisions change. When you stop believing wealth is out of reach and start seeing it as something you are meant to have, you begin to take action that moves you in that direction. Your mind does not operate on wishful thinking. It operates on belief. When your belief system is aligned with success, your actions naturally follow. When your belief system is aligned with struggle, your actions reflect that as well. The way you think about time, money, and opportunity will determine how you interact with them. If you believe there is never enough time, you will always feel rushed and overwhelmed. If you believe making money is difficult, you will make choices that reinforce that reality. If you believe opportunity is scarce, you will hesitate to take risks or invest in yourself. But when you shift those beliefs, when you start believing that time is abundant, money flows freely, and opportunities are everywhere, you start noticing new possibilities that were invisible to you before. Your entire reality is a mirror reflecting the beliefs you hold. The beautiful thing about this truth is that if you don't like what you see, you can change it. You don't have to accept a life of limitations simply because you once believed in them. The moment you change what you believe, you change what is possible for you. From the moment you were born, you have been absorbing information about the world around you. Your parents, teachers, society, and personal experiences have shaped the way you think, often without you even realizing it. Along the way, many of the beliefs you adopted were not based on truth, but rather on fear, limitations, and the opinions of others. These false beliefs become deeply embedded in your subconscious, dictating how you see yourself, how you interact with the world, and what you believe you are capable of achieving. Without questioning them, they become the silent controllers of your life, holding you back from the success, happiness, and fulfillment that you were created to experience. False beliefs operate like invisible chains, restricting your potential and keeping you confined within a mental prison. They convince you that your current circumstances define your future, that you are not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy enough to rise above where you are. They tell you that wealth is only for the lucky, that success is for other people, that you must settle for less than you desire. These beliefs do not reflect reality. They are simply ideas that have been repeated so often in your mind that they now feel like absolute truth. But just because you have believed something for years does not make it real. One of the most dangerous aspects of false beliefs is that they shape your behavior. If you believe you are not good enough, you will hesitate when opportunities arise. If you believe you are destined to struggle, you will reject solutions that could improve your situation. If you believe success requires luck rather than effort, you will never put in the necessary work to change your life. Your actions are always a reflection of what you believe to be true, even if that truth is nothing more than a lie you have accepted. Every time you allow a limiting belief to dictate your choices, you reinforce the very reality you want to escape. False beliefs do not just affect your external circumstances, they also shape your internal identity. When you internalize a limiting belief, it becomes part of how you see yourself. If you have been told all your life that you are not a leader, you will avoid leadership roles, even if you have the potential to be great. If you have been conditioned to believe that you are bad with money, you will continue making poor financial decisions, even when you have the ability to manage wealth. Your identity is one of the most powerful forces in your life, and false beliefs corrupt it by making you accept limitations that were never meant for you. Many people live their entire lives trapped in a cycle of struggle simply because they never challenge the beliefs that keep them there. They blame external circumstances, lack of money, lack of opportunity, lack of support, when in reality it is their internal limitations that are holding them back. The world is filled with people who came from nothing and built extraordinary lives because they refused to accept the false beliefs that tried to confine them. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not intelligence or luck. It is the willingness to reject false narratives and embrace new possibilities. False beliefs are often inherited from those around us. If you grew up in an environment where people struggled financially, you may have absorbed the belief that money is scarce and difficult to earn. If you were raised around people who lacked ambition, you may have unknowingly adopted the idea that big dreams are unrealistic. The people who raised you were not trying to harm you. They were simply passing down the beliefs they had accepted as truth. But just because something has been believed for generations does not mean it has to be your reality. You have the power to break free from the mental patterns that have held your family, your community, or your past self in bondage. Fear is one of the greatest reinforcers of false beliefs. When you believe something negative about yourself or the world, your mind will look for evidence to confirm it. If you believe you are unworthy of success, you will focus on every failure and overlook every victory. If you believe opportunities are rare, you will miss the ones that are right in front of you. Fear causes you to cling to your false beliefs because they feel familiar, even if they are destructive. Many people would rather stay in the comfort of their limitations than face the discomfort of change. But that decision comes at the cost of their potential. False beliefs are sneaky. They disguise themselves as wisdom, logic, and realism. They whisper in your mind, telling you that you are just being practical, that you are protecting yourself from disappointment, that you are avoiding unnecessary risks. But in reality, these beliefs are nothing more than self-imposed barriers preventing you from stepping into the greatness that is already inside you. True wisdom is not in accepting limitations. It is in recognizing which beliefs are serving you and which ones are sabotaging you. The moment you stop accepting false beliefs as truth, you begin the process of transformation. Your life is a direct reflection of what you believe is possible. Every false belief you hold is a weight dragging you down, keeping you from reaching new heights. If you continue to operate under the same limiting beliefs, your life will continue to produce the same limiting results. But if you choose to challenge those beliefs, to rewrite the story you have been telling yourself, you will begin to see a shift in your reality. The mind is a powerful tool capable of either imprisoning you or setting you free. It all depends on what you choose to believe. Everything you believe is a choice. The thoughts you accept, the ideas you internalize, and the perspectives you adopt are all decisions you make, whether consciously or unconsciously. But most people go through life assuming their beliefs are absolute truth rather than recognizing them as the mental constructs they are. They take their opinions about success, wealth, relationships, and potential as fixed realities, never questioning whether those beliefs serve them or hold them back. They assume that because they have always thought a certain way, it must be the truth, when in reality it is simply a pattern they have chosen to repeat. Beliefs are formed through repetition, not through proof. If a certain idea is reinforced often enough, whether by parents, teachers, society, or personal experience, it starts to feel like truth, even if it has no actual foundation. If a child hears repeatedly that money is scarce and hard to earn, they will grow up believing it, even though millions of people have proven otherwise. If someone is told from a young age that they are not good at something, they will adopt that belief as a permanent label, regardless of their true potential. The danger is not in having beliefs, but in mistaking those beliefs for objective reality. The mind does not naturally question the beliefs that it has accepted. It seeks to confirm them. This is known as confirmation bias, the tendency to interpret information in a way that reinforces what you already believe. If you believe you are unlucky, your brain will focus on every unfortunate event and ignore the blessings. If you believe success requires special privileges, you will overlook every example of people who rose from nothing to create extraordinary lives. Your mind is constantly filtering reality to align with your beliefs, which means that whatever you choose to believe will continue to shape your experience. Because beliefs are choices, they can be changed at any time. No matter how long you have held a certain belief, you are not bound to it. You can decide to replace disempowering beliefs with ones that elevate you. This does not mean denying reality, but rather choosing a perspective that serves you rather than limit you. If two people face the same challenge, one may see it as a sign of failure while the other sees it as an opportunity to grow. The circumstances are identical, but the outcomes will be drastically different because their beliefs determine their responses. Many people resist the idea that beliefs are choices because it means taking responsibility for their current reality. It is easier to blame circumstances, luck, or other people than to acknowledge that your beliefs have been directing your life. But the moment you accept that you have been choosing your beliefs all along, you reclaim your power. If you have been choosing to believe in limitations, you can now choose to believe in possibilities. If you have been choosing